6:30.
We are awaiting additional information and details on this plan and are connecting with partners statewide to be prepared.
As you heard it right there, the state is waiting on guidance in regards to the president's newly announced COVID-19 mandates. Meanwhile, health officials expect it to put an even greater strain on testing resources. Coverage of the pandemic tops 2 News at 6:30. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ryan Canaday. Kristen has the night off. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Local health officials say testing appointments remain limited right here in Washoe County, and that could affect local businesses who have more than 100 employees, since the Biden administration says many of those from the private sector who have not been vaccinated will have to show weekly COVID-19 tests. But if you own a business with a lot of employees who will need to get weekly testing, the health district said you should set it up yourself and not rely on their testing methods. Valentina Bonaparte has a closer look at how the state is working on finalizing guidelines and waiting for more information from the Biden administration.
It is not news. The vaccination requirement is making some people upset.
We are looking at contingency plans in cases of staffing.
But the situation may be forcing some to say they will quit work. Although state officials are coming up with plans if that's the case, they say they are seeing a lot of people step up.
And we've already started to see some increased vaccination rates among state employees, not only among those who work with vulnerable populations, but also in some of the other agencies that weren't impacted by the mandate. And so we are seeing people step up.
The Nevada State Board of Health says those who work with vulnerable populations in state-operated, licensed healthcare settings or state-operated detention facilities will be required to be fully vaccinated.
I do believe that we will see some attrition, but what we believe is that most state employees will step up and do what's right.
We hear a lot of pushback up front, but the actual numbers end up being much, much lower once the ultimatum is set and their choice is to either get vaccinated or lose their job. That ends up being pretty compelling.
Covering the story, Valentina Bonaparte, 2 News.
Experts also explained that a study from Yale and Stanford says wearing a surgical mask reduces COVID-19 infection by 11% across all age groups and 35% across those who are 60 years old. And today, the